All right, so like I said, this is a sponsored segment for Trials of Fires. It is a deck building roguelite. We're going to start with the tutorial here on stream so you all at home can learn along with me. There's deck building here. You'll, generally speaking, be drafting decks as you play through the game, but there's a positional element where your pieces play out on a board as opposed to your characters standing next to each other and hitting each other directly. Over the course of your journeys across the Ash, you'll encounter monsters and hostile deaths to the land. Combat is turn-based and requires tactical use of your party's skill cards to defeat the enemy. Each hero brings a unique deck of cards to combat, representing their training and innate abilities. Sweet. So each character has its own individual deck that it utilizes. Neat. When you win a battle, you have to defeat all enemies on the map by reducing their health to 0. Here, your hunter and warrior heroes are facing off against a pair of injured Char warriors. Everything your hero can do in battle is driven by the skill cards they have in hand. Skill cards serve as your available actions. I think the volume might be a touch too high still. A little bit. Each member of your party has its own hand of cards. The color at the top of a hero's cards matches the color of the hero's counter on a map. That's good. So these go to this Dorko, and these go here. Your skill cards are versatile, as we'll see, but we'll start by trying out basic skill actions. You have 4 cards in hand, each with one of the following basic actions: move, melee attack, ranged attack, and defend. Hover over each card for a detailed description. Defend, absorb damage done to the character. Characters lose half of their remaining defense at the start of the turn. Melee attack for 2. Yeah, you can toggle sub only mode off if you'd like. Oh, look it picks a sword up when we go. Clean the animation. It looks like we can play every card out in our hand. It gives it a shield. Power shot. Ranged attack 3. Can this shoot this far? Oh no, there's a thing in the way that highlights. Got it. Move 2 and gain 1 willpower. So we can... Oh, neat. Okay, and it highlights where we can move on the board. So if I move to here, can we then power shot this? Nice. Excellent. Don't worry if you didn't get everything straight away. You can hover over a card anytime to bring up a description of its abilities. When you feel that you have done everything you can or want to do, click the end turn hourglass to finish your turn. Doing this will allow the enemies to take a turn and fight against your heroes. Click on the hourglass below to end your turn. After you click end turn, each of your heroes will draw 3 new cards from their personal decks. You have a fresh set of cards ready for next turn. Now that you picked up the basics, let's learn about willpower. Most skill cards require willpower. Okay, so each thing does have a certain number of actions per turn. You don't just get to play all your cards. The number in the center on the recycle shrine at the top indicates the amount of willpower available to use. You should be able to finish off one of the charred warriors with your power shot card. This will cost 2 willpower, so you'll need to generate willpower first. Any skill card can be recycled to generate a single point of willpower, so try recycling one of your hunter's hand to generate the required amount. To recycle a card, either drag it onto the recycle shrine or right-click on it. So I have zero willpower at the moment. We can right-click to gain 1, and then we can gain another, and then we can power shot this. Animations are smooth. Yeah, Slay the Spire is a deck-building roguelite. This is the same genre of game that Slay the Spire is, only the way the game actually plays out is on a board with positional elements. So as opposed to just like where Slay the Spire just has your character like standing next to the opponent and you play cards and hit each other while playing cards, you have pieces that you move around the board in this while you play. In addition to generating willpower, any hero can recycle a card to move 2 spaces on the board. To assist your warrior, you can move your hunter up to engage in combat. Try this by recycling the swipe card in a hunter's hand. combo. Now your hunter is in place, you'll be able to assist in attacking the charred warrior. Use your remaining swipe card to attack your enemy. Cycle that, and then we do this. Hopefully you notice your hunter joined in with a combo strike for an extra point of damage. Positioning your heroes properly to take advantage of terrain and combo strikes while limiting your opponent's opportunities to gang up on your heroes is important. Is on mobile or desktop only? I believe it is just on Steam. The power cards are a different type of skill card. Rather than having an immediate effect, power cards give your heroes ongoing bonuses. Adrenaline. Every time you play a card that deals melee damage, gain a willpower. Sweet. I have to recycle something to get to that. Oh, this gives us a willpower anyways, right? So we can play this. And it'll give us a willpower too. Oh, do I have to highlight a space? Oh, does it want me to recycle for... It must want me to recycle for the tutorial? Alright, play this on a specific. Every time you play a card that deals melee damage. Well done. You can view powers active on your heroes or an enemy by hovering over them. Okay, so Adrenaline goes specifically on this card. Finally, we've come to a third way to use your recycled cards. Hover over the recycle shrine at the top of the battle area for a reminder of the different uses of recycled cards. Neat. Notice the +2 displayed on your hunter. This indicates that if you end your turn now, they will gain an additional 2 defense before the enemy, so long as the cycle card is not spent. So we can cycle things and give them defense. Got it. During the enemy's turn, our defense prevented them from taking any health damage. Your enemies also played a power card. You can hover over their charred warriors to inspect their powers. Gain 1 willpower at the start of your turn. Okay. Oh, we got a third character. Defeat the remaining charred warriors. Okay. They put two more out here. But each of their characters have their own hand of 2. Yeah, Winmegas, we actually had someone donate for the first Bioshock in the series this morning, so we'll definitely be getting to that one. Probably it'll be a month or so, because I've got a couple other games ahead of it. I'm going to be doing a little bit less variety stuff with the Magic set releasing here. We'll take, like, probably a week off of variety to do a bunch of Magic, and then we'll get back to doing Magic to start, and then variety after. Alright, so we gotta kill the idiots that remain. So this is magic attack, deal 2 to target within 3 spaces and 1 to an enemy within 2 spaces of the target. I assume these don't count as being within 2 spaces. I assume it's like 1, 2, 3. Deal 3 and inflict burning to all characters in the area. Melee attack. Okay, so we have to figure out what order we want to burn cards in to get resources up here. So this applies to this character. So if I burn this, I can use the swipe to finish this idiot off. Oh, and this generates willpower because we used a melee attack with it. Perfect. Yeah, that was my understanding of the way they work together, Winmegas. All attacks deal +1 damage. Neat. And we can power shot this. Nice. So it's down to 4. So if I burn this... Oh, that only applies specifically to this character. Okay, that's fine, though. I want to move this anyways. Apart from MTG releases, are there any games you're looking forward to releases? Yeah, a bunch of them. We're supposed to get the second part of Final Fantasy VII Remake. We're supposed to get the next installment of God of War, and we're supposed to get Horizon Zero Dawn Forbidden West. Horizon Zero Dawn is probably my #1 game of all time, so excited to get the next installment of that one. Okay, so if we burn this, I can move this over here, but then I don't have enough willpower left over to play either of these, right? I can just burn these to give her defense. In addition to their skill cards, each hero has a unique talent. Talents are once per turn abilities that trigger automatically under circumstances. Mounts over a hero to see their talent. The first card played each turn costs -1 willpower. Oh, that's neat. Wait. The first card you play each turn costs -1 willpower. In most situations, you can undo your last action if you make a mistake or want to try something different. You can do this whenever the undo icon is showing. Okay. Oh, I can click here. Got it. Oh, it's already doing the math for me. So these cost 2, but it doesn't. Got it. That makes sense. Okay, so what if I can't line it up so this hits 2 things, unfortunately. Okay, and then this one's already positioned, so we'll just stack up armor on it. Okay, yeah, that's totally what it's doing. Deals 2 damage to a target within 3 spaces and 1 to random enemy 2 spaces of that. 2 targets. Okay, so if I do Force Missile here, it'll also hit that one. Perfect. Look at that. We're figuring it out, chat. I should probably wait to do this because if I get these next to it, they team up. Look at that. Okay, we've got our positional element figured out. The opposing chips breaking apart into pieces is very tactically satisfying. Yeah, the animations look good. Choose the difficulty of your first adventure. Don't worry too much. You can change the difficulty whenever you start a new one. Hey, Isabus, thank you for the 36 months. I appreciate the 3 years. Welcome back, and thank you for the tier 2. Yeah, I'm hyped for new historic too. Should be great. Let's do medium to start. And we get to choose. Oh, and you unlock different combinations of characters that you pick out. You pick 3 of them. Medium. Let's just do medium standard. See how that starts. The settlement Terralin is dying. You must track down the settlement's leader, Naya, who has ventured out into the grassland in search of a powerful artifact that has not been heard from in weeks. I think we'll get Delver in historic. Hard to say. It's really tough to predict like what they could possibly add to the format, Esper. Complete your quest to save Caroline. You must undertake the journey over the surface of a ravaged planet. Follow the golden objective marker to reach your next quest destination. To keep your supplies up and find weapons and equipment crucial to your quest, the party must visit points of interest highlighted on the map. During your journey, you will need to keep track of your party's fatigue and morale levels. Keep an eye on your party's fatigue to keep on top of fighting. To keep your party fresh, be sure to rest regularly by clicking this image. Right, begin our trial. The game constantly saves your progress so you can leave and drop back in at any time, but there's no going back on your choices. Be warned, though, the land of Ash is brutal and unforgiving, and death in trials by fire is permanent. If your whole party is defeated in battle, you'll need to start a new adventure. Alright, sweet. So you get to, like, your different characters can do different things. And there's our stats up here. Food supplies, mystical herbs, coins. We're feeling fresh, chat. Fresh and determined. In the path ahead lies the body of a female ratling. Oh look, it tells us what they are too. That's great. I like mouse over things that give me more information. Who does not seem to be moving. Something doesn't feel right about this scene though. It looks like a good spot for an ambush. You feel for a pulse. It's weak, but she's still alive. She suffered a serious wound on the back of her head. It looks like she's been attacked from behind and knocked unconscious. Help her with some of your food and water. Steal anything you can find. Let's be good, decent adventurers, chat. She tells you that she didn't see her assailant and insists on repaying your kindness. She leads you with two of you propping her up to a nearby rattling burrow where her relieved father embraces her tearfully. Look at that, chat. He insists on offering you some valuable items which he recently salvaged in payment for the debt. Look at that. See, chat, it pays not to be scum. You find a settlement that has been taken over by ratlings. You approach what appears to be a living world tavern. The living world is the name given to a time before the cataclysm. Only fragments of knowledge have been gleaned about it, found by picking through the ruined remnants of the settlement that reveal something about the landscape or the people that used to inhabit the ash. There appears to be a fire burning inside as smoke is coming from the chimney, but no other signs of light. Enter the tavern, even though it may be a trap. Yeah, let's do it. Realizing it's probably a trap to lure in travelers, Jara quickly goes to a window and immediately spots a group of bandits moving towards the tavern. Alright, let's fight. The animations are super smooth. No, I don't have a direct affiliate link for this one. They know. They know we drive sales. Alright, so there's two bandit robbers. Getting prepared to start seems really good. I think we want to leave her back. She's our elementalist, like a spellcaster. It's a little bit. Melee attack 4 or ranged attack 3. And then this has a +2, so we can either move it or it will just have armor. She's not anywhere near anything, so we can move her up and move her up. And leave her there with her 2 armor. Seems good. Teaming up on us, chat. Cantrip. Every time you play a card that deals magic damage, gain a willpower. Okay, and she has a willpower to start from the other card on it. Yeah, it is kind of hero clicksy in a good way. So let's swipe for 2. Melee attack for 4, range attack. I think I'm gonna burn this. Then we can move this here. And then one of your heroes in position for a combo strike. Yep, we know about that. I did the tutorial. Wait, why didn't we combo strike? Maybe I shouldn't have been paying attention to the tutorial. I thought I understood was gonna. Did the 4 include? And that is armor. Wow, way to try and hit my wizard. Okay, so melee attack 3 or range attack 2 also hits anyone directly behind the target. This is free, right? Defensive stance. Defend 2 after performing a melee attack. Oh, that's neat. It's a power up. Okay, and then we can just put defense on all of these so they can't kill us. Level up. Drag a skill card below to replace one of your old class skills, or click a card on the left to upgrade it. Okay, so I can upgrade ones that we have or replace them with other things. Hey, Sokotep, thanks for the follow. Oh, okay, so we weren't combo striking because our unit was flanked. That makes sense. Okay, so I can either upgrade one of these, or I could replace one of them with this. So I could drag this in. Well, these are equipments, and these are the cards in our deck here. These are the cards. Like, I could do this. Neat. Okay. Oh, the arrow is telling me where to go. Oh, I was going in the opposite direction. You explore a destroyed human town under the burning sun and many shadows surrounding it. And the many shadows surrounding it suddenly move with a life of their own. Hard battle, epic reward, food. Yeah, I want to fight the shadows. Yeah, look at that. Have a good one, Duck Doolittle. I'm playing against a blue-green thick flash deck, and they added shared summons. That's cute. Oh, they're out of range? That's sad. Being stealth. Named effects are ongoing that help or hinder characters in battle. Named effects show in the card description. Yep. Cannot be targeted by enemies unless they are adjacent. When hit, loses 1 stack of stealth. Each turn gains +2 melee and +2 range damage and move unseen card. Okay, so start by moving here. And then if we do this, this hits, and then the combo strike happens. Okay. Neat. Okay, so we can do this to gain an armor. Huh? So this is stealth, so I have to, like, get up on it. I guess we're just, like, doing a bunch of movement here, huh? I'm gonna, like, move this around behind. And then she's out of will. She's caught up to it, but she's out of willpower. We can move this around this way. I don't think that's true, Serpio. I'm pretty sure the willpower is specific to... Alright, let's find out. So if I burn this, and then I move this here, can I burn... Can I burn Unstable Blast to attack with this? Oh, it is shared across from it. Weird, I missed that. Okay, but if you burn, you have to burn a card with your specific thing in order for that one to move, though. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, exactly. So advance are good because it's a free move plus team with bar. Okay, that makes sense. I get to pick who I level up here. Whenever you're attacked by an adjacent enemy, inflict burning to move to any free space within 3 spaces and gain 1 willpower. That seems really good. It's like a souped up advance. Party's been traveling non-stop now. It'd be a good time to rest before heroes are too tired to fight effectively. The more shelter your current location, the more effective your rest will be. And if you can find a settlement or living world ruin to rest in, such as your current location, you'll also restore a bit of health for all heroes. It's good to know. Although your mission is urgent, you'll need to stop to recover stamina and health along the way. Each time you rest, your party will consume 1 unit of food. Keeps her stocked up. You can use downtime and resources you've collected to improve your hero's dex by choosing one of the available camp activities every time you rest. Try to do this whenever you can, as your time is limited. Oh, the items dictate which spell you have. Neat. Oh, do I not have the appropriate materials for these? I only have leather. Yeah, it doesn't look like we can actually upgrade these. I can equip some of these. So where do I click into these? Okay, sweet. From the inventory screen, you can see the deck of skill cards. Try equipping and unequipping some items to see what they do. For each friendly summon, defend 2 on that summon and yourself. Neat. Okay, so like she... So these add new cards to the decks. Okay, so the items dictate what equipment cards are in your deck, and then the class gives us different cards that we upgrade as the character's level. A lot of customization knobs there. The equipment stuff can also add armor, health greater than your base 10, and redraw mounts. Neat. The undulating plains have become craggier with several low ridges. Ascending the final ridge, you see a series of fiery fissures and craters spewing volcanic fire and sending burning black rocks into the air. Explore the dangerous-looking fissures. Yeah, let's see if she can use her powers to cool the rocks. Yeah, it'll all be up on YouTube. We spent almost over 3 hours building decks, Kraken. If you want to see the final results of the decks, they're up on the stream queue on my website, but the process will be on YouTube later for sure. Peering down into one of the fissures, Jara spots some skeletal remains on a shelf near the lava flow. Malikan focuses her thoughts and draws the energy from nearby fissures so that Jara can approach safely. I would love to take everything. You find a group of nomadic humans and ratlings busily packing up their belongings and preparing to move their tribe. It appears the number of them have recently been taken by a group of hybrid raiders. Hybrids possess one of two sets of horns protruding from the sides of their head and varying numbers of spikes on their bodies. Help out the nomads and agree to catch the hybrid raiders. Do we side quest, chat? Let's side quest. The Ratling thank you and provide directions to Living World Ruin where the slavers are known to hide out. It's not hard to locate the rowdy hybrid in the quiet ruins. Without so much as a warning, a violent aura storm forms overhead and the prisoners scream in alarm, begging their captors for shelter. The change from the book into the combat element is so smooth the way it pops up. Some battles will take place in harsher environment conditions. Pay a close attention to the effects by mousing over the icons next to the recycle shrine at the top of the screen. These effects will target both teams, so try to use them to your advantage. At the end of your turn, lightning will hit, dealing 3 damage magic to all characters in the indicated area. Alright. Having prepare in the opener seems busted because it gives you willpower at the start of the turn. Nice. Probably don't want to move her up that much, because he doesn't let them surround her. I can do this here and then blast this. So anyways, we started blasting. Alright, I'm going to finish my snack here. I do wish... I don't think there's... I assume the circles are the ones where lightning's about to hit, so I probably want to get her out of here. Oh, I should have done this first. That's sick. Alright, so he's surrounded. I probably want to just stack some armor up on him. Set this for 4. And I think just stack 6 armor on him. Oh, is he about to get hit for 3 by this lightning? Is he about to get crunched? I think he's about to get crunched. Let's find out. Yeah, okay. So it was on the edge there. Okay, so I probably want to just pull him out. Then this is double strike. This'll kill this, right? With the ally component here. Yeah. Sweet. Okay, so that's dead. Deal 3 damage and inflict burning to all characters in the target area. Fan Flame doesn't push them. That was the other one that pushes them. I think I'm just gonna turtle up on her. And same here, because the lightning's kind of an awkward positioning. All right, so we drew a one-shotter. Doubles the duration of all named effects on any target. That doesn't actually seem very useful. That is the intro music is from the Riot Creator Safe playlist. I think that one that I was using is Tide Caller, if I recall correctly. Alright, so let's burn that. This one's got so much armor on it. I think I just want to burn enough here so she can do this. And then this can wind walk. Oh, I could have. Well, I can't undo it. That's sad. I could have done this and then gotten a combo strike in with that. Nice. Okay. Yeah, Catalyst seems like kind of a combo style card for sure. By equipping good quality weapons and items, your hero can gain a number of redraws that can be used each battle. One great way to use your redraws is to replace weakness cards in your hand with useful skill cards. Try this now. Recycle the weakness card and at least one other card in your hunter's hand. After doing so, click on the redraw icon. Neat. Get her out of the... Actually, before we get her out of the pink, I probably want to attack this, right? So let's swipe here, sequencing. Get these combo strikes in. Okay, and then I can burn this and have you hit here. Okay, and then I can back you up out of the range of the lightning. Oh, he can't hit. That's sad. Alright, that's fine. I'll just burn these and add some armor up. think we're going to go ahead and just get positioned all around this here. And then we can go ahead and, like, hit you. Yeah. Yeah, it's actually really good. I like so like whenever people ask me about games like Slay the Spire wasn't a game that really hit for me because it was like just a game. But like I like that there's like an RPG element to this. Gearing the characters up is sweet. The positional element is really elegant. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of flavor here. I think my only critique would be I personally would enjoy it more if there was voice acting, but they're an indie project that I know getting voice actors is like a really big expense, so it's not doesn't surprise me that that's not there. Like honestly, just like the smoothness of the animations, like in and out of the book, is really great. There's so many customization options between like being able to upgrade specific cards or being able to pick new ones. Range attack 3 and then activate. An activated unit can perform a free move 2 action. Wow, that seems great. After defeating the hybrid, you quickly help the prisoners inside the tower to take shelter from the storm that's still raging. One of their numbers, who claims to be a trapper, offers to accompany you on their journey. Oh, we get to level up here again, too? Sweet. Who do I want to level? I think I like the warrior lady. Move 2 to target melee attack 3 and inflict immobilized. All attacks deal +1 damage per adjacent enemy. Seems pretty good. Like the free cards seem great. I don't really love Wild Swing. Three willpower so much. Hamstring. New follower. Trapping 25% chance to gain 1 food supply when camping. We're tired. Let's rest. Oh, we can upgrade items now. Oh, and they show you which ones you have the things to upgrade. Neat. Then I can put this shield on someone, I assume. That gives me an armor. No, I think we did. Yeah, because it says we're fresh now. We're fresh and determined, yeah. Yeah, I think the upgrading the item counts as resting, exactly. Settlement. In a partly ruined human town taken over by ratlings, you see 3 ratlings enjoying a game of hoops in a narrow alleyway. Not really. Opposite the tavern is a well-positioned shop run by ratlings. Oh, can we buy stuff here? Well, we could buy other weapons and stuff too. Got it. I am a big fan of food, chat. The group of rattling bounty hunters seems realize that you are not the group they have been sent to capture. Their leader presses you for information about a group of human criminals, but does not press the issue when you claim ignorance. Yeah, money's on the right here. It's this number here. I like how it gives you the options to kill them. Picking your way through the ruins of the remote end, you find a locked cellar with some of its contents salvageable. Nice. Nice, double strike seems sick. That one upgraded. Oh, we have to go around this? Well, that's so awkward. This is not the way we wanted to go at all. Among the petrified trees, you see a rattling Fletcher testing out a number of lodestone arrows. She is not averse to the idea of doing business, but she asks for a sum of obsidian for the arrows. That's fine. Party's morale has dropped to wavering. This means you have lost the benefits to having high morale, but otherwise shouldn't be a problem. You can improve morale, making progress toward your objective. If you take too long, morale may drop further. Trekking through the desiccated forest, you hear an unnatural wailing coming from deeper in the trees. Soon you come across a damaged wooden structure that appears to be formed by several trees growing together. Health damage, 50% weakness, 50% epic rewards. Rasslin covers his ears and barges open the door with his shoulder. As he looks up, blood trickling from his nose and ears, there appears to be an apparition of an elven woman standing there perfectly still. Suddenly, the apparition's eyes snap open. For a few heartbeats, she fixes Rastin with a painted stare before she opens her mouth and screams. The sound doubles in intensity, and soon Rastin is screaming too. As too much, Rastin blacks out, but the unnatural sound continues to reverberate in his head. Rasslin is shaken. A trait is permanently added to your hero's core deck that provides a unique bonus or disadvantage. Wow, brutal. He's shook, chat. You enter the remains of a human settlement that's taken over by rattlings. A few guards are blocking the path ahead and spot you and demand a toll to enter. Nah, I don't want to pay you money. Almost out of money. You approach a small-looking settlement at the night as a violent aura storm gathers overhead. As you approach, Jara points out that the settlement appears to be under attack from a group of human marauders. Let's help them. I'm not sure I understand your question, Socio. That's a lot of them. All right, how do we want to get set up here to start? I feel like I want to... The terrain's super awkward. I have to like cut through a single narrow space no matter which way I go. Oh, it is not Socio Penguin. You're fine. Every time you perform a melee range attack, inflict acid, and this power loses one resistance. Right, let's do this here. I think I'm gonna move my friends down this way. They're beating up our lady, chat. You play a card that deals rain damage, gain a willpower. I don't have any ranged attacks here, huh? Oh, melee or range, sure. So let's... I don't think I want to do... Oh, I can do that sequence that. Okay, so if I burn these two, I could do this here, and then I could do this so she has 2 armor. She's kind of getting beat up front here, though. Oh, yikes. This is really bad for us with the storm, huh? No! Oh no, our warrior is dead! Oh, one of your heroes has fallen in battle. It's up to your remaining heroes to defeat the enemies and save them. One or more heroes have been defeated. You get +2 willpower at the start of every turn. As the rest of the team rallies around to save their fallen comrade, use it well. Yikes. Well. We're shook, chat. Oh, we don't have line of sight. Awkward. Okay, so I probably want... Target's out of range. Awkward. Man, the positioning on this one's been brutal between the storm and the debris in the center. It's made it tough to move around. I think we're gonna die, chat. Well, there is a list of action history here. I completely missed that. I said earlier, I wish there was a way for me to look back at what we've done. And there is in the bottom right. I wonder if the tutorial said that and I missed it. Well, depending on where they position, these unstable blasts might allow us to poke through here a little bit. Oh no! Well, yeah, rip. Well, I guess we know not to side quest next time, huh? Man, that was only on medium too? Brutal. Personal best 24%. Alright, let's try again. We're just gonna beeline the main quest here. Find a group of nomadic rantlings, breaking there, but taken by a group of hybrid raiders. Refuse to help, the group is well provisioned on their own. Yeah, listen. We did that last time and it got us into trouble. A small, well-spoken Chard claims have been robbed and humiliated by a nearby tribe. She offers a party sum of 40 obsidian if they will kill the Chard and help her retrieve her belongings. She quickly leads up a steep incline. After a few minutes, you can hear excited Chard voices coming from ahead. The Chard, one of them out of sight, down an upcoming ravine, so the elements of surprise is on your side. Okay. Alright, defense. Defend 2 after performing a melee attack. Sounds great. This is down to 1 already. Guess we'll do this to finish it, and then we'll stick it in armor. Man, the AI is pretty good. I think we want to prepare. Take a step back here. And go ahead and every time you play a card, it deals melee damage, gain a willpower. Okay, so I can do this here, and then I can burn this, and now these become free because of her thing. Yeah. We're gonna get the triple, chat. We get to put this here, and then we get to blast all 3 of these. Nice. Hopefully she doesn't get too beat up with all 3 of them there. Stand up for a little bit. Oh man, I breathed. It's another unstable blast. Nice. Start there. Deals 2 and 1. We move this to here, and then we improvised attack. Oh wait, before we do that, let's burn this and move this up, and then when we do this, they'll all combo attack. This is free, right? Because she's the thing that gives her an extra one back when she does that. And then Force Missile will be lethal here. start. What does willpower do? Willpower is basically kind of like the mana system. So if you look at the thing in the top center, it has a number on it, and that's what your actions take in order to utilize them. Your friendly character, all damage that character is transferred to you until the start of the next turn. Defend 3. People are tired. Something to note too, so this is the same quest that we did previously. It must be, the map must, oh, I should equip the shield, good call. The map must be procedurally generated or something along those lines, because the map is different even though it's the same quest that we had already done. Breakthrough versus, nah, double strike's definitely better than strike 3, I think. Oh, can she equip both? Oh, she can. That's a good catch. It lights up the slots that they go in. That's a good catch. Leader of the group approaches you and demands you hand over a goodwill payment to allow you to continue to your destination. Been lurking and glad to see you try this. Was thinking about picking it up when I saw it on Steam yesterday, but I hadn't pulled the trigger. Yeah, it seems really well done. The positional element really adds. I do not have a direct support link. No. You know, they know I encourage people to grab things. The positional element really adds a nice. One of the things that I've always kind of found from a lot of there's a ton of different roguelite card game style things, and one of the reasons why a lot of them fail to hold my attention a lot of the time is twofold. The first is that the actual combat and mechanics you're doing on your cards tends to be simplistic. And while that's definitely true here in a lot of ways, the positional element really adds a lot of depth and combo and positioning stuff to it that you just don't have in a lot of the other games. And this one does something that's similar to, I forget which roguelite we played that did this, but I really like each individual character having its own deck. Is a nice element as well that adds more depth to it while still keeping the individual cards a little bit simplistic. Armor on there. Reel in. Range attack 1, then pull the target 3 spaces. Read. Okay, so I can advance to here, and then this can strike through this, which lets this combo strike. Oh wait, actually, let's undo that. Because I can advance her here and then get the double combo strike, right? Yep. And this finishes it with the combo here. Nice. I haven't seen if the mage does friendly fire. It says everything in the area, so I assume it does, but I haven't actually confirmed that. They do. Okay. Yeah, the way it's worded led me to believe that it did friendly fire. Inflicts chilled. -1 to all melee, ranged, and movement. Pretty good. The top 2 cards of your deck, draw 1 and reduce its willpower cost to 0. Huh. Get rid of... Clean out swipe. I think, I don't know that I have... This is probably good later when I have more powerful things in my deck to draw to, but I feel like I want some more good things like Ice Lance or upgrade other things before I grab something like draw power. Judging by the broken slate headstones scattered around it, it looks like the remains of a human graveyard. A skeletal body of a human woman under a pile of headstones. She must have been caught up in a blast. I would love some money. If I have reinforced trick, I should put that on somebody. Does defensive stance. Defensive stance is pretty good. This is gain 1 will. Oh, this is prepare. Is this one prepare too? Huh? I think this is probably worse than my other options here. Oh, it does armor 3. Armor 2 versus armor 3. That's fair. Or 1 versus armor 3. I don't know. Preparedness. Yeah, I guess that's fair. We do have plenty of willpower to go late. Let's upgrade that. Move. Oh, it gives us sprint 2. I wasn't paying attention to that. Oh, it gives us these cards, these 2 cards, grit and sprint. All right, yeah, that's pretty good. All right. You come across what must be the rune that Naya described in her writings. Malakin notices a huge spined creature moving through the rubble. You approach cautiously, hoping to avoid confrontation with the massive beast. You quickly lose sight of the creature within the rubble, and you get the feeling you have become the prey. Without warning, a huge spike back drops down from above, trying to pin Rastlin to the ground with razor-sharp legs. Boss enemies are one of the toughest enemies you'll face. A single boss will be a match for your entire party. Like elite enemies, all bosses have unique special ability that is always active. In addition to that, bosses have 2 additional advantages. First, all bosses receive bonus willpower at the start of each turn, depending on difficulty. Finally, all powers active on bosses will start with extra resilience, meaning bosses can take more damage before they're discarded. All ranged attacks deal +1 damage. Yep. How was school today? Good. Are you a good listener? You guess you are? Alright, I'll ask later and find out. I think I was. I hope you were. Wow, that's got a strike through's got a huge range on this. I'm just putting shields on her. Move to any free space. Yikes. Hey, Robert Trost. My kid will be 3 this month. Coincidence? I think not. Thank you for the 3 years. Repair sounds lovely. Iceland sounds pretty reasonable. Wild Swing is so bad. Every time you play a melee card, deal 1 damage. This thing jumps around, so I wonder if that's even very good. Okay, so this is power attack for 5. This hits for 2 and then 2. Oh, you know what? Back up here. What if I... Oh, I can't really get in position to do either of these or something. I think we just want to flank all around this, basically. And I can go burn this, and then she double strikes here, which lets both of these combo strike twice. Damn, we're figuring it out. Well, to be fair, if their kid is 3 this month, LeCarp, that means they, that means the child was conceived about 9 months before their sub. For those of you that aren't familiar with the process, I know we've got a lot of Magic players in chat. I think we just use a bunch of melee attacks here. Put armor up on all of these. Seems good. Man, compared to some of the other fights we did this game, so in the previous run, this fight's pretty straightforward so far. I'm sure this thing's about to toast me now that I said that, but so far it does not feel like. This one's been super tough. Sprint, move 5, then draw a card. Yeah, we're just gonna kill this thing now, right? Nice. Giant Slayer, chat. All of our prizes. Ooh, a legendary item. Bone Wolf. Can perform combo strikes in response to ranged attacks, and all combo strikes deal +1. Oh, is this like an ally? This thing summon. Oh yeah, one of our other cards implied that we would get summons, right? Let's try and get the Bone Wolf. That sounds sweet. Oh, and we have 2 levels up remaining still. Melee attack 4, then draw a card. This card cannot be played. Cancel this effect when you are the target of... Melee attack 4 and then draw a card. This card cannot be played. Cancel this effect when you are the target of a melee attack. This card cannot be played. Does that mean you can burn it? I kind of like hamstring. Move 2 to target and then inflict 3 and then immobilize. Move 3 and then inflict weakness. Defend 3 at the beginning of your turn. On played, defend 3. Huh. Oh, this card cannot be played. Oh, so this hangs out in your hand, and when they attack you, you counter-strike back. That makes sense based on the wording. It doesn't seem very good, though. So, advance lets you move and gives you a willpower. Whereas if you burn the card to move, you don't get a willpower. So this is kind of like a 2-for-1 in a way. it gives you a willpower and you move, whereas if you burn it, you only get one or the other. So advance is actually a very good. It gives you, it's narrow in that you can't, you have to do both of these things. If both aren't good, it's not great, but it's flexible. You want to grab the second hamstring to replace the other card I'm not a huge fan of. Speaking of, Windwalk is pretty sweet. It appears Naya has been here. Jara points out some writing carved into a stone slab by the point of weapon. The writing is message to any voiders following and describes where Naya has gone next. Leaving a trail like this is a dangerous gamble, but as you have little else to go on, the party decides to follow the clues to your next destination. All right, we're not done yet. We're going to be going for another hour or so, but I need to go to the restroom really quick, so I'll be right back. Gather what you can from the surrounding rooms before continuing on. Congratulations, you found a legendary item as well as providing skill cards. Legendary items will give a hero a permanent combat bonus when equipped. Oh, you get to pick what legendary you want. That's sick. So it gives you Mighty Blow. Push 2 spaces. Melee attack 3. Then +1 damage for each named effect on the stack. Critical strike. Melee attack 3. Damage bonuses count quadruple. Elven Stalker Chain. Move 4, gain a willpower. That's pretty good. All attacks deal +2 damage. On play, defend 4. All attacks deal +2 damage this turn. Draw a random damage card from your deck or discard pile. Oh, there's another effect too. Every time you move more than 2 spaces, gain +1 damage for the rest of the turn. If you deal any damage to activate a power with this, man, the amount of customization in this game is really impressive. I really like that they're giving us a choice of legendary items, so you can pick to kind of draft to fit your builds that you're working on too. To start a turn, if you have 13 or more cards in your deck, draw a card. Move 2, defend 3, gain a willpower. Shuffle an exhausted card into your deck. Yikes. An extra defensive stance is pretty good, though. Armored advance seems a little medium. Defensive stance is really good, though. Each friendly hero defends 2, +2 for each point of health below 10. I think I'm into the Elven Stalker Chain. Putting this on our melee lady seems really good to get her up into combat really quickly. This gives you defensive stance and quick step. There's armor 3. Oh, she can't wear this. Oh. Can she wear the legendary item? She cannot. Okay, so she can only use... Oh, she could use this armor, though. So, I'm not a huge fan of Slay the Spire. I find it kind of lacks depth and doesn't hold my attention. I really liked this one, Silence. In fact, I think this is probably gonna replace Griftlands as my... When people would ask me previously what's my favorite roguelite, Griftlands would always be my go-to, but I like what this one is doing a lot. The positional port element's really well done, and it adds a lot of depth and interesting decision-making to the process. Infused bow. The customization on your character, so like you have cards that are based on your current class, and then you have cards in your deck based on the equipment that you pick to it too. The flavor of the world seems really well done. It's a unique world setting. Also, like, this is our second run, and, like, we're playing on medium, and we died on the first run, so, like, from a challenging perspective, I have to imagine there's a lot of depth to practice and get good at. Like, if we manage to die, like, I play a lot of games and card games. We managed to die on medium on our first playthrough. I can't imagine how tough hard gets once you have to master the different systems. The remains of a human town, you spot a peculiar sight. There's a lone ratling overloading a pack lizard with dozens of tattered human garments. The run aspect isn't a turnoff for you. That's high praise. No, I don't mind the run aspect in general. Especially if there's different scenarios to play through too. So like this is just the first of the different scenarios, and the RPG aspect of it helps a lot with it too. And it's procedurally generated, so like the things that you go through as you play the scenario are different. Dying on the first several hundred runs is a mainstay of roguelike games. Yeah, but like as someone who like poked at Griftlands and a lot of other RPG-like games, usually if you set them on the medium setting or so and you're not playing them on hard, you don't usually die very consistently. Like someone who has experience playing games, it's not like what's the best way to say? I don't know if this game does this, but something like a game like Hades, for example, as a non-card game roguelite, what they do is your runs impact the future runs, so your character actually gets stronger between runs. And maybe this does that to make it easier as you go. I haven't seen that aspect of it. Nah, we don't. I'm gonna stay focused on our primary task here. The storybook element and art IP is really well done and feels unique also. I like how you're kind of telling a story as it goes too. They made a lot of really good choices. Oh, Gordian Quest, that's the other one. The character building feels similar. I couldn't remember the name of that one. The character building in this feels similar to Gordian Quest, but the positional element, I think, is done much better in this game. The positional element in Gordian Quest was neat, but felt really clunky and awkward. And in this game, it's super smooth and well done. Gordian had a very small positional element to it, but it was very clunky in its implementation. And this one feels very smooth in comparison, in my opinion. An especially savage aura storm has left this area pock-marked with craters, and one has opened up into a vast sinkhole. Some distance beneath you can spot the vaulted ceiling and at least a dozen ancient barrels. Let's just take the obsidian and not risk getting hurt. Yeah, this is a one-time purchase, completely contained. It's like, I think it's on sale for like 15 bucks right now. And even when it's not on sale, I think it's like under 20. Let me click the Steam link. Yeah, it's currently on sale for $14.40, and usually it's $16. thanks for the follow, Note Ends. Welcome to the channel this afternoon. We are tired. Do we come up here and rest? You enter the ruins of a wealthy-looking living world town. Before you have time to search the place, you're confronted by a large group of armed ratlings who claim the site as their own. Try to negotiate splitting the looting. The ratling leader stubbornly refuses any offer to share the loot. It seems to become clear that this is getting nowhere, so the party backs off. I need to push for food soon. We got 2 left over. Maybe the person we're looking for is here. The ruins ahead feel deathly still, even among those you have found during your journey. As Malikan approaches, she can feel the temperature of the air dropping, adding to the unnatural sense of dread. Amongst the rubble, you spot a strange blue glow, and monstrous humanoid creature moves into view. The desiccated elven face turns to face you, and its features contort into a silent scream as it approaches. Fury Lich. At the start of turn, inflict chilled on all enemies within 2 spaces. Yikes. Huh? Actually, I can only go back 1 play. I wasn't sure I wanted to put that there, thinking on it more. So, if I want her to end up next to this, I would need to put armor on her, which is probably not worthwhile. So I've got 1 willpower right now. I probably want a power shot. Honestly, I might want to get up to 3 willpower and just hit this twice. So when you burn a card, it gives exactly that card movement or armor, or it gives you willpower that anyone could use. So I'm not going to be able to use these, so I can't line up a good shot here. So I think I'm burning these to use these attacks here, and then we'll armor up on this one because she's closest, I think is the plan. Hey, 2 Brains, thanks for the brand new tier 1 sub. I really appreciate the support. Wouldn't be here without folks like you. Then you can see the +4 here, so when I end my turn, she's going to get 4 armor. And thanks for the follow, shoot. Summoning skill cards, Lite, add an extra creature or character to your team. Summon creatures have a single free action each turn, which can either be used to move or to attack, using an attack type displayed on the top left of the card. Any additional special abilities of summoned creatures are also listed on the card. Should pull my stuff together. Frostbolt. Pulls all enemies in the target area towards the center. Inflict chilled on the target. My people are cold, chat. That's so chilly. Grit. So I think I want... to summon the Bone Wolf here. Move 2 to target and melee attack 3 and inflict immobilized. Sounds nice. And then she's going to take 2 at the start of the turn, so I want to burn and make sure... Oh, she already has 2 armor. Probably want to put more armor on her, though. I had to delete my cookies, and now Twitch is in light mode, and it burns. Ah! Thanks for the follow, Pancreas. Good morning. Good afternoon, whatever time of day it is. Alright, so... let's summon the Bone Wolf. And then we'll burn this to give her extra armor. Each time you play a non-power card, defend equal to its original cost. Man, lot of board control here. You can now use your summon units. Unlike regular characters, summon units are activated once for free each turn, but you can't recycle skill cards to give them additional activations. Instead of moving for their activation, all summon units can make a basic attack action. To do this, simply drag it onto a valid enemy target. And this only does one thing per turn, so that's it. That's all it can do. Let's advance this here. Oh, I can drag onto you to move and attack in the same turn? Oh, that's good to know. I assumed it was one or the other. This aim shot. This card cannot be played. Okay, so I think I'm just burning off these to give me resources to do this. Oh, it combo strikes with ranged attacks too? That's sick. Let's burn these and get adrenaline on here, I think. Elemental arrow. Well, this must be from the new bow we put on him, right? Set it on fire, chat. Alright, so... I don't think Blast will get through the rock. Yeah, it's been really good, Hamlin. And it's only 15 bucks on Steam. So it's like super cheap compared to Magic. Yeah, it's been good. The positional element of it's been really fantastic. It solves I usually roguelites don't struggle to hold my attention because of a lack of depth, but the positional element has definitely helped with that a ton. That's not super true, Smash. In terms of video games, I guess it's true, but like Magic's actually pretty cheap compared to like a lot of other hobbies. Okay, so we did that. We have sprint, swipe. Can't really get in a position. All attacks deal +2 damage. On play, defend 4. I think I'm just burning all of these for willpower here. I think I'm gonna burn this to get her to move. Oh, she can only move one per thing. That's awkward. I guess we do that, and then I can use... And then we can swipe here. And that teams up with that. This moves me and lets me draw a card. Sweet, and we hit a strike through here. So strike through will let me stick a ranged attack here. And then I can do this and force missile. Hey, Mageologist, thank you for the 22 months. I really appreciate it. Welcome back. They blew up my pet, chat. That's rude. Alright, so let's advance to here. And then I've got double strike. Did I just stack armor now? I could technically multi-shot, but I think I'd rather just put armor on all my dorks. Can I get a flavor judge ruling? I'm being chilled and suffering burn simultaneously. Oh, I forgot about the redraw mechanic. I don't know that I want to necessarily do all of those. Too full. Toofy, thanks for the half a year. Welcome back. Thanks for dropping your Beza bucks off again. Alright, so I think I just want to burn a bunch of stuff on my other characters to set up a bunch of these. Just like do a bunch of ranged attacks here. And we'll burn this for some armor on her. Hamstring's pretty good. Move one to target. Okay, so I could do this and gain a willpower. And then I can burn this, and I can move to here and hamstring. Those are particularly exciting. She's gonna take 2 here again at the start of the turn. How does this card work? It says aimed shot can't be played. So what am I missing? Are there other cards that like let me play things other than this? Oh, I have to leave it in my hand for a turn. This card cannot be played. Cancel this effect at the end of your turn or when you play a power on yourself. Got it. I just keep it in my hand for the turn and then it hangs out. That makes sense. It might be risky to leave these two in a line here, because they've had some, like, deal damage to everything in a line cards. Okay, and now the aim shot is active. That makes sense. Finish him! Hey, what's going on, Logan? In our legendary item, we got 3 hero level ups remaining. Sick. Drag a skill card from below to replace one of your old. Yep, covered shot. Range attack 3, then if you're adjacent to an obstacle, defend 4. Range attack still plus 2. Okay, I'm gonna upgrade the Bone Wolf. It's kind of sweet. Yeah, it's been good looking. Upgrade some of the cards we already have here. Deal 2 magic damage and inflict shock on an enemy within 2 spaces, then jump to a different enemy within 2 spaces and repeat. Neat. It appears Naya's been here. Jareth points out some writing carved into a stone slab by the point of a weapon. The writing is a message to any voiders following and describes where Naya's gone next. Leaving a trail is dangerous. We have clues to follow. You got some food here as well. Some sick armor upgrades too. We had another legendary item too, right? Nebula's Star. +1 WP every turn. Every time you take damage, take 1 additional damage. Gain a willpower. Gain 2 willpower at the start of your turn. This card costs 1 less. Gain 6 willpower. Okay, so this it's like a ramp card basically that makes you take extra damage. Whenever you play a card that grants a named effect, gain 2 protected. Melee attack 5, melee attack 4, deal double damage if they're chilled. Melee attack 2, target discards 1 card for your 2 damage taken. What am I playing after I finish Bioshock? I'm uncertain, Kid Martian. The things after Bioshock in the queue are things that I've bought and added loosely to the queue, but I haven't decided what order I'm going to play them in yet. And if someone else donates for something before I finish Bioshock, it'll go in after Bioshock. The start of your turn, deal 0 magic damage modifiable to all enemies within 2 spaces. I take a build around historic for Revel and Riches. Nah, I don't think that card's likely playable. Whipping Rhinos. Oh, the crafting material upgrades an existing item. That's interesting. Spectral Mace. I can take the Spectral Mace. Oh, she can use the Spectral Mace. That's interesting. Let's do that. This gives Prepare. Prepare's really good. You may hold onto an additional card this turn. At the end of your turn, reduce the cost of all cards in hand by 2. Yeah, Red Dead's on the list of things I'll probably try at some point, even if no one submits it. But it's gonna be after like those other games in the queue, so it probably won't be for a bit. Like the games that I have listed in the queue are games that I already bought when they were on sale at various points. Upgrade item. Oh, we can upgrade this. That sounds great. A local artisan bemoans lack of need for his skills in such a backwater, calling the humans backward and savage. He offered to sell his services and accompany the party on the journey. I don't need a follower. Yeah, Assassin's Creed Valhalla is another one I've heard a lot of good things about. I feel like I'll basically never run out of good games to play. It just seems like there's an endless supply of stuff. So many good things to poke at. We are fresh and determined, chat. Oh, herb lets me meditate. Okay. Interesting. Human settlement to trade. I would love some food. We have plenty of money. Summons a single character in the target space to have no deck and do not play cards. Ooh, that's neat. Okay, I want more summons. She's confronted by a dirty human, possibly in her teens. She's desperate for food and claims that she and her father, a hunter, recently discovered an unlooted elven temple in a nearby forest. Sorry, I just spent all my money. Sorry. Bone Wolf's already upgraded. Honestly, I think I'm gonna upgrade one of her advances. Then I could equip this to her. Nice. Get some summons, a mad soul, and a husk. Yes, yeah, extra actions are, generally speaking, a good thing. Judging from Naya's rating, the runes ahead must be your next destination. Unfortunately, the area seems to have been settled by a large group of Charred. Their leader, a sun priest, approaches demanding you leave and do not disturb this sacred place. You plead with them to let you search the runes, but the Charred refuses to let you pass. Alright, let's do it. Huh? I think we want to come up here and take care of these two idiots first, if possible. I'm not familiar with D&D Online. Oh, we can get our Bone Wolf out right away, too. That sounds great. Let's maybe move him up first here. I think I let her sit to retain her armor here. They're trying to like move around and flank us here. Yeah, I was trying to move to attack this, and they just completely repositioned their things here. Definitely want to prepare. Go ahead and advance this way. I can move up here and then swipe this, which is pretty good. Oh, this doesn't get an attack because of this. That's awkward. Move this over to here. Then we can aim shot. Solid hit. Wiped off some of the bonuses here too. They killed our pup, chat. It's a lot of shields. Offensive stance, all attacks deal +1 damage. Okay, so if I sprint here, I can then multi-shot all of these. They're all within line of sight. ice lance pierces through these too, which is great. I could do this and hit both of these. Get a little chilly. I think I want to pull her back. Then I want to get up to 3 so we can multi-shot here. So let's burn this. Burn this. Oh, we couldn't see this one because it's behind it, I guess. Then I think we just go ahead and burn these 2 to put +4 armor on her. She's going to be up front taking a hit here. She's currently burning. Yikes. We might lose our warrior here. Wow, yeah. Oh, they pushed her back. And then they killed her. Huh? So if I do this, strike through hits both of these. Oh, weird. Okay, so directly behind in this case is adjacent like that. That wasn't what I was expecting. So this can't do anything the turn we summon it. Yeah, feels like we're probably dead. Alright, well, the summon gained 10 life. Or however much that took. Someone can combo strike the turn you play it. That's good to know. I think we might be going down, chat fam. Yikes. Yeah, we're pretty dead here. Made it much farther that time through. Personal best. 95% progress. New class card unlocked. What's that? Let's take a look here. We did unlock a new class. Warlord. Melee support character, buffs up the team and is effective when close to enemy. Okay, cool. So now we can mix and match which characters we want. We pick 3 when we head on in, and there's up to 9. So I imagine there's a lot of permutations that you get through to figure out which characters you want to use in the different scenarios. And when I beat a scenario. The pieces, you sound like you've been playing this a bit. If I beat this first one, is there a second quest that unlocks, or is it the same one that you play through? Is there only the one scenario? series of uninterrupted combat encounters. There's challenges that you can do too to make things harder too. That makes sense. There's a lot of different things that you can. The trial is randomized. The lore quests are the same. Okay, interesting. All right, at any rate, that's going to wrap up for you this afternoon. I appreciate everybody that hung out through the end. This is Trials of Fire. Really neat roguelite game. I like the positional element was really well done. Like I said, we tried Gordian Quest once before. It helps if I spell Trials right. We tried Gordian Quest once before, and this feels like a much more elegant implementation of what they were trying to do. And I think that this will definitely be like, when people ask me about roguelites, this is definitely the one that stuck with me the most compared to some of the other ones that I've played. The positional element adds a nice amount of depth. There's a lot of customization that you can go into your characters for every run that you go through. So thanks for hanging out, and I'll be back tomorrow morning. We'll be playing some more Magic to start, then we're going to be trying out a action roguelite called Going Under tomorrow afternoon on the PlayStation. So catch you later, folks.